What's going on, guys? You got your coach of the Chim Chargers here for Week 11 team analysis for the GBA. This time we are up against A-Drive, coach of the New York Metapods. We did face him Week 2, facing him again now for a rematch in Week 11. At this point, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much what happens in these last two games because we are now in playoffs, I believe. And I mean, I will of course try to make some cool teams, but I am saving a lot of the heat for playoffs, and you probably won't see this team is not as heat as some of my other ones, but I'm saving. I have some ideas for playoffs that I'm going to demonstrate, so you will see soon enough. But anyways, he has a team of Mega Altaria, Rotom Wash, Ferrothorn, Skuntank, Chansey, Galvantula, Blastoise, Flygon, Medicham, Gourgeist, and Victini. Two new additions on his team that he has swapped out to get some new recruits. He has a Skuntank and a Blastoise. So Skuntank actually is pretty good versus my team. It can Pursuit Trap my Jirachi, and it has priority with Sucker Punch and stuff like that. Blastoise is a pretty cool addition since it has phasing capabilities. Like if I bring Smash Pass, he'll have Blastoise that can roar, or stuff like that. So I can expect him to bring at least one of those, if not both. Now, looking at my team here, I built a team around a Combine Keldeo. Reason being is Combine Keldeo actually outruns everything on his team, speed tying the Galvantula, and I mean the only things that are faster than it on his team are Scarfers. So because of that, I felt that Combine Keldeo with Life Orb can put in a lot of work here. Surf over Scald because it hits harder. It actually OHKO certain things that Scald has a roll or may not OHKO completely. Like for example, the Skuntank, if he runs like a Spadef, maybe I guess a Spadef Skuntank or something, then Surf can actually do a lot more with Calm Mind. And we also have Secret Sword here. Secret Sword, I mean, hits Chansey, Blastoise, Rotom for a lot of damage, Ferrothorn, etc. And HP Ice is just great because after Calm Mind you can OHKO the Gourgeist, which is nice, do a lot of damage to the Altaria, etc. So with that in mind, I think this Calm Mind set's gonna be really cool to try to show off here. We have enough speed to outrun. What did I want to outrun with this? I believe we can outrun. Oh, we outrun Victini. I'm pretty sure I EV'd this to outrun Jolly Victini, so, or Max Speed Victini, whatever you want to call it. So that is a pretty cool spread here. I just dumped the rest. So 169 Life Orb number, I believe, since ending in 9. And yeah, that's a pretty cool set here. So next set that I have here is Togekiss. So I forgot to nickname these Pokemon, but yeah, I'll make sure they're nicknamed in the actual battle. Togekiss here. So Blunder, that was Zamrock. This is Blunder. And Blunder here, he's got the stall breaking Togekiss set. So mainly for if he decides to bring Chansey and stuff like that, then I mean I have this stall breaker set here which can put in a lot of work. Because I'm faster than I speed tied the Medicham, the Altaria, etc. if he runs max speed, but I doubt he's gonna run max speed other than maybe max speed Medicham or something. This thing is really good though. It can set up Nasty Plot. It has Roost, Heal Bell, so it can't get statused at all. Air Slash is just an all-around great move because his only flying resist on his team is the Rotom, I believe. And they can put in a lot of work for sure, since you already know Stallbreaker Togekiss is a really cool Pokemon. Next up we got here is a Donphan. So Custap Berry Rocks Donphan here is a pretty cool set since I EV this in a way where I can actually take 2 returns from Adamant Mega Altaria, and I can also take Bug Buzzes from Sash Galvantula. So because of that, I don't get 2-hit KO'd by either of those, which is nice. Now, Earthquake here, main stab move, of course. Heavy Slam in order for me to 2-hit KO max HP Altaria. Mega Altaria, so that's a pretty cool addition on Donphan here. Stealth Rock's Rapid Spin, pretty essential. I want to get up rocks. I want to keep rocks away from my side. Or Sticky Web, most likely, because he likes to bring a lot of Sticky Web. I don't know if he's going to bring it this time or not, but we'll see. Next up, we got here a Mega Ampharos here. So let me just go ahead and just make this Mega because you can see what we have here. So Mega Ampharos, this is a very bulky spread, so I'm running a lot of bulk invested into this because he has a lot of well, he doesn't have a lot of hard hitters other than Victini, and this thing can wall Victini pretty well. Medicham is a pretty hard hitter, but it can take a hit, it can T-wave it back, slow it down. Volt Switch is really good momentum, so I do have a Volturn core in the back here, as you'll soon see. And Volturn can be really nice to get off a lot of momentum, pressure him a lot. HP Fire for mainly the Ferrothorn, Galvantula, Gourgeist. I figure that'd be really good since my team's way of handling Ferrothorn is this thing, and I guess Keldeo, which can't really switch into it, and that's about it. So you'll see, I guess Low Kick, maybe Haxorus. But this is a really cool set. I have Rest here, and I figure that Rest without Sleep Talk is fine, just because I have a Heal Beller here, so I can get off. I can get off Rests here. I can heal up, Heal Bell later on in the game, so bring this thing back to life. And it's a pretty cool set since I don't really need to invest a lot in special attack to hit hard. So with that in mind, this is a pretty cool Pokemon to sort of pivot and I guess Volt Switch and stuff like that. Now we have here a Haxorus. So DD Haxorus, I figured no Dragon Stab on any of my Dragon Pokemon because I don't really need it. I only need the coverage to hit the Pokemon that he has. So Earthquake, of course, hits the Rotom for because of Mold Breaker, hits the Skuntank, which is really useful. Pretty much everything on his team bar, I guess the Gourgeist, since this thing kind of gets walled by Gourgeist, but then I have a Stallbreaker Togekiss, which completely shuts down Gourgeist, and Ampharos, which can kind of deal with it pretty well. And Dragon Dance Haxorus I figured was good just because after Dragon Dance I'm faster than his team. Of course, other than Scarf users like Flygon, Victini. I doubt he'll bring Flygon though. I have a Togekiss which walls it. But it's a Lumberry set, so it's pretty cool. Enough speed to outrun, I guess, the base 80 Pokemon like Medicham, for instance, and Altaria. So that's pretty nice in that sense. And yeah, last Pokemon I got here is a Jirachi. So Jirachi here, it's pretty much a Choice Scarf set. I figured that'd be really good. It's kind of a support Choice Scarf. I mean, it has enough to 2-hit KO the Altaria, which is nice with Iron Head here. And Iron Head, of course, 60% chance of flinching, so very, very useful for sure. Iron Head versus Altaria would be in my favor. Thunder Wave here, just in case that he brings a faster oriented team, and maybe he's bringing a lot of setup sweepers or something, which, I mean, he only has Altaria that can really be a setup sweeper, I guess, but T-Waving that is useful very much if he's, like, if he accidentally sets up maybe, and I don't have, like, I don't know what I have T-Wave here just as a filler, I guess you could say. I mean, T-Wave is just nice and overall to slow down things, like especially the Victini as well. If he hard switches Victini into Jirachi and I T-Wave that'll be useful. It just depends on my situation, but it's just a filler. Nothing really that I'm going to be clicking too often, especially if he brings Skuntank, which is a Pursuit Trapper. So I'll mainly be clicking U-Turn, Iron Head, and you know, just getting the momentum off, bringing in threat after threat. And finally, Healing Wish here, just so that I can have that sort of support move in order to bring back something in case it's pretty low, like for example the Keldeo, because Life Orb wears it down, so I have something for bringing that back, so that's going to be pretty nice in that sense. So that is the team. Hopefully we can come through. I mean, like I said, we are already in playoffs, so it doesn't matter too much. It's mainly just you know, just trying to end the season off with a better record, or as good of a record as I can, pretty much. But I mean, I think this team is pretty good versus him, I feel, since it deals with a lot of his Pokemon that he could potentially bring. And like I said, you know, I guess the only potential problem may be a Dragon Dance Altaria, for instance. But I mean, we have Iron Head Jirachi here, and rolls should be in my, or flinches should be in my favor for that. So we'll see what happens. Hope you all are looking forward to the game for tomorrow. And yeah, that's all I got to say for this. So yeah, I am saving a lot of the heat for playoffs. I'm going to be bringing some pretty interesting sets, and hopefully it'll work, but we'll see what happens. I gotta end off with style, for sure. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and, yeah, I'll see you guys. I think that's it. There's nothing really else I need to, yeah, that's good. Alright, I'll see you guys on the battle tomorrow. Peace.